What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Land Sports Podcast. I am your host, as always, Kevin Sleds. With me, as always, Titan Mike Kessinger. What's going on, Mike?
Not too much, Kev. What's going on with you, man?
Not a whole lot. What's new this week? Got the Indians.
Now, that was disappointing, man.
Yeah, that was disappointing.
I mean, it was close games. It's not like they got blown out. Like, they came, it was, 1-2 score games.
Yeah, it was still a bit of a downer, though.
A couple errors away from winning, like Mercado, he overplayed the ball.
Mercado and Nick Goody, too, misplaying a little comeback to the mound.
Overplayed that ball and cost us 2 runs.
But they came back and salvaged the final game, and now they've taken 2 from Detroit, and they're playing right now, and I didn't get a score.
Yeah, but is it going to be all for nothing? I mean...
Yeah, no score about him in the third right now.
After the interview that the Athletic put out with Mike Chernoff, and
yeah,
other reports...
I'll pull the clip.
Is it going to be all for nothing?
All right.
Because if anybody didn't listen to the interview, in a nutshell, he's saying you're not going to be able to play guys like Kluber and Carrasco.
Well, here's the clip. Mike Chernoff, Indians GM, said, "Every year is different for sure. This year is obvious when you step back and think about it, but you can't acquire guys like Carrasco and Kluber at the deadline. Our reinforcements are going to come from guys getting healthy like Danny Salazar, Bradley Zimmer, potentially being an option at some point. You can't acquire guys like that. So in a way, it's different than past years. At this point in the season, we usually have the core of our team intact, and we're looking to add. I think we're at the point organizationally like we were in the offseason, where a lot more of our guys are maturing in their contracts, and so regardless of our competitive position, you explore different things than you otherwise would have."
In other words,
we're not making a trade.
The owner told them don't spend money because we're already spending too much.
Right.
And fuck Cleveland.
Pretty much.
That's such horseshit. Like, it's so garbage. Like, you're doing your team's busting their ass. Like, Naquin's having a career season right now. He's batting .278.
Yep.
Like, Ramirez is finally starting to pick. His average has jumped up 20-some percentage points. Your boy Bobby Bradley's struggling like a mother. He's batting like 170.
Yeah, he just got sent back down.
Yep.
He's got to learn how to hit a curveball, that's for sure.
He's got to learn how to hit, period, dude. Like,
hey, he hit one home run.
Oh, yeah, how many did Jose Ramirez... No, how many did Roberto Perez hit in the stretch he was up here? And Roberto Perez has never been known for his bat.
Yeah, he's got, 16 this year?
Yeah, alright, so, like, your savior in Bobby Bradley was more of a dumpster fire experiment there.
He'll be back.
So we're listening to ourselves while we talk?
Yeah.
The plan?
Yeah. There we go. Alright, I muted us.
Clacking. I really do feel like it's all for nothing. Like, we're gonna catch up to the Twins, and it's gonna be right at the trade deadline, and we're gonna be half a game out.
They lost 14-4 to the Mets, so
every team,
this is their chance to cut it to 4 if they win tonight.
True, but I don't everybody says teams are falling apart. Like Cleveland, when Cleveland got outscored by the Orioles by 26 runs.
Yeah, those two hurt.
It's just some teams find it in a day. Some teams, lose it. Like, it just happens. Baseball, there's 162 games. You're not going to be perfect in this all-star team the whole time. You're going to lose some stupid games.
So do we even want to talk about them acquiring anybody?
I think they should.
There's a couple names.
I really think they should. I don't think we're going to be. I don't think we're going to be stalled. I don't think we're going to be dormant. I really don't. I'm hoping that how we're taking this is we're taking a little bit out of context. We're not going to get Carrasco, Kluber caliber players, but it doesn't mean we're not going to add role players or some players that are going to make a difference, just maybe not as dramatic, not game changing. Because Carrasco and Kluber in their prime or when they're healthy, those are game changing talents. Alright? Those aren't talents that are they alright over there?
Yeah, I think so.
Those are game changing talents.
Right.
They're not gonna those are talents that you can put to a team and automatically win 20 more games that season.
Right.
That doesn't mean we're not going to grab a player or two, a couple bats or whatever.
Well, I put a Twitter poll out a couple days ago.
And what so was it a reliever and a bat that won?
Yeah, I said what do the Indians need to add before the trade deadline to help them catch the Twins, and my options were a big bat at either second base, third base, or outfield, 2 bats, a back end bullpen arm, or a bat and a reliever, and 46% voted for a bat and a reliever, 31% 2 bats, 18% a big bat, and 4% back end bullpen arm. And the winning choice is actually the one I agree with. I think we need both a reliever and a bat.
Is that because you're afraid that Hand's going to be traded?
No, I don't have much faith in this. I mean, Nick Whitgren's been pretty good all year. Tyler Clippard has been pretty good until recent. He's had a couple rough outings. But I think I'd rather have a proven commodity. Not saying.
I think 2 bats. Like I think I clicked on. I can't remember what I voted. I think I voted 2 bats. If I didn't, then I messed up. But I think just 2 bats. Like it doesn't have to be, 300 plus hitters, 25 home run guys. But if we can hit like a 240s, between 240s and 280s,
Yeah.
with 15, 16 home runs already, 30, 25 to 40 RBIs. Those are players out there that that are probably on their last year or 2 of a contract that we can pick up for like a couple prospects, and maybe push us over the hump in the lineup, like.
Right.
And like what you have written down here, like that Trey Mancini.
Yeah, that's 2 guys.
I
2
like
names that have
him.
come up.
I love this guy.
He should have been an All-Star this year. He got
snubbed.
He got snubbed.
I love this guy, and I really, really, really think we could land him and wait and cost us an arm and a leg.
And he's still pretty young too.
That's what, 29?
Yeah, I think 28, 29.
So I don't think it costs us an arm and a leg.
No,
to be
I don't
honest with
think so
you.
either.
Like Nick Castellanos, that's a name. Like he has a name. You know what I mean? That goes along with it.
Yeah, he's not having as great of a year as he's had.
No, he's batting 280. I mean,
Yeah,
he has
he's decent.
34 home runs. He has 9 home runs, but he's 34 RBIs.
Yeah, his power numbers are down a little bit.
But if he can continue to get on if you're hitting 280, and you're guaranteeing to be like an RBI or 2 every series,
Yeah.
I'm okay with that because that's an extra 2 runs we didn't have on our lineup before.
Right.
So I mean, even though he's not putting them over the fence, he's having like a Michael Brantley type year,
Yeah, he is.
and we need a Michael Brantley type player.
Right.
Mercado is doing that for us right now. The Oscar, I told you this dude's gonna be a stud. You look at him, he's
About 3 homers in the last 2
balling.
games.
He's batting almost 300.
Right.
Like, I mean, he's just dominant right now. He's like, and Greg Allen's still on the starting lineup, right?
He's playing part-time in and out.
See, that's dumb. Like, I don't understand why.
But yeah, he's hitting good too. I mean, since he's come back.
Yeah, and he's a huge defensive upgrade in the outfield.
Right.
Like, the dude's a highlight reel waiting to happen with catches. I mean, he might not be like the best offensive option, but I'd rather have 2 offensive bats and have a surefire defensive center. I'm sorry, like, my center does not have to be a 300 hitter. If he can get me the outs in center, in the deepest part of the field, make the plays.
Well, you got a bonus because you got a center fielder who can hit.
Yeah.
And has got some power as well.
Yeah.
And we got him for next to nothing.
So, I really think that, like we were saying earlier, the Tribe should go after Mancini, and I don't think it costs us that much.
It shouldn't.
I bet you we can get him for Bobby Bradley, another prospect.
You might be able to.
And I would pack Bobby Bradley's bag myself.
I'm sure you would.
Would you?
If I knew it was going to help us get over the top, yes.
I think Trey Mancini, right now, the way he's playing, I think it would. I really, really, really think that would be the extra boost we needed. Because even Kipnis is showing up. Kipnis is almost over 250 now.
Right.
I mean, like, it's Kipnis.
What I think they're going to do is bring up
Nothing.
their hot shot outfielder, Daniel Johnson from AAA that we got for Young Gomes. He hit 350, 360 with Akron. He's hitting 321
okay, so we're gonna go back to
with Columbus.
What was Bradley? What was Bradley?
No,
doing?
I understand that. But
This is what I'm saying. Like,
I'm just telling you that's what they're going to do.
This is what we're getting at. Like, if you're a contending team, you cannot count on your minor league rosters to come up and make an impact to get you over the hump. Because there's a totally different ball game.
I agree, but
It's a totally different monster from going.
that's their thinking though.
Well, then how the fuck are they GMs in that MLB? Like, I don't get that. That's stupid.
Right.
If that's your mindset, you need to be fired and rethink. You don't win pennants
Well, that's the thing.
by bringing up pieces from the minor leagues that don't have much experience in MLB and in the show. They expect them to take them fucking over the hump. That's stupid.
They win today. They're 4 games out. They've still have 10 games against Minnesota. They came into today tied for the second wild card, only a game behind Tampa Bay for the first wild card. So you're right in the thick of the whole race, the division. Both
Dude,
wild
yeah, you're
cards.
not out of this thing by far.
And it's almost it's mid July almost.
If we were sitting right now, we were sitting at 8 games out of first,
Right.
and 2 games out of the wild card, 3 games out of the first.
Then you might. Be
I'd be like,
thinking a little
okay,
bit
whatever,
more.
we're selling because we're probably not going to catch up. But we're literally 4-1-2
Yeah.
with the chance to go, or 5-1-2 with a chance to go 4-1-2 after tonight. And Detroit's garbage. Like, I mean,
Well, we played, I think, Detroit, Kansas City, and Toronto. We have 12 games against them this month.
yeah, and then Minnesota's playing like Boston, New York.
Yeah, they play Oakland starting tonight, and then I think they play Boston or New York next.
Yeah, so they're playing a tougher schedule. We're not. We can literally take over the division
They're,
in the next week.
I mentioned they're 11-14 in their last 25 games.
Yeah, I mean they're
Which
struggling.
just helped us cut into that lead.
Well, when you lose half your start, like half these players,
yeah,
I mean,
they got Eddie Rosario came back today and I guess missed a fly ball that led to like 3 runs. So,
some growing pains. But
but
I
did
just-
you, so ESPN's Buster Olney put out I think it was actually an interview where he said that he thinks the Indians should trade both Trevor Bauer and Brad Hand.
did he give an explanation of why?
Well, he said right now, and this is true, the trade value for each player might never be higher than it is right now.
Well, true, because for Bauer, yes. For Hand, I don't know. Hand's on a pretty friendly contract for a top tier, closer. He's on a pretty team friendly contract,
Yeah. Well,
and he still has control for the next 2 years, right?
they said teams are salivating over possibly getting Brad Hand right now.
Well, I don't know why, because he's been struggling.
Well, I know, but
But-
there's no other big time
Yeah,
relievers that
true.
are going to be available.
I get it. Like right now, like teams need them. Like these contenders need them, And this is like some of the only options they have. I understand that's why, but Bauer, I can see Bauer because Bauer's he's on 1-on-1s,
Yeah.
Like so they're gonna want him now. They're gonna want to win and win now, and then worry about controlling him next year.
Well, Olney also said one rival executive estimated that if the Indians wait until after the season to trade Bauer, the return will be reduced significantly because for an acquiring team, Bauer could impact only 1 pennant race rather than 2. Any deal over the winter likely would be mitigated by his forthcoming salary bump.
What does he want us to mention?
Oh, that we have a new sponsor. I gotta mention with the sponsors. But yeah, so there's a lot of people around baseball who still think the Indians are going to move Bauer, regardless of where they're at.
So Matt thinks Hand is pitching above what he should be pitching. Like this is not a normal Hand's. Is that something you believe too? I've always thought Brad Hand was one of the top closers in the
He was.
MLB.
I mean, earlier in the season when his ERA was almost under 1, I think he was pitching a little above his head. I think his career ERA is like in the low 2s.
That's still solid.
No, that's solid. I think early in the year he was pitching a bit above his head. I think he's kind of come down to earth a little bit, but he's still top 3 closers in the game without a doubt.
Yeah.
But the fact that he's under control for 2 more years at a cheap.
Like I said, it's a club friendly option.
If you are planning on contending next year, you don't trade him.
Like the Cubs and Dodgers would be like Cubs, Dodgers. Like you don't trade him inside the American League. You do not. Like
Right.
I'm sorry, you do not. You trade him to the Cubs, the Dodgers, the
And the thing too with
Braves.
with trading Bauer, I get it. I mean, we've got a lot of starting depth, but
do we?
you can't. Well, you can't.
Do we?
You can't put your hope in Corey
Right now-
Kluber coming back.
Right now, I want you to give us our starting depth.
Right now, our rotation right now is Clevenger, Bauer, Bieber, Plesac, and Plitko, who
Okay.
can go at any time.
So you get rid of Bauer, all right? You're telling me that's the only one there right now. There's 2 right there, and I trust full-heartedly.
Bieber and Clevenger.
Yes. Other than that, it's a crapshoot. Like
Well,
you
you
don't know
can't-
what you're gonna get.
Plesac is Bieber of last year. You can't count on a young guy to step in and in pressure situations and come through.
Bieber did. Bieber pitched
Well, he did.
like a maniac in the playoffs.
And Plesac's he's had a couple rough starts. I felt bad for him last night because he was mowing the Tigers down through 3 innings, and then
Rain delay.
the rain delay killed it. He couldn't come back in because it was delayed for almost 2 hours. But that's what I think, that it's a risk.
It's not something like because I think with the Indians and everybody looking at like, okay, you're gonna get Kluber and Carrasco back.
Yeah, but
You're not getting Kluber of old and Carrasco of old back.
Right.
You're getting Kluber that had a severe injury. We don't know if he's ever gonna be the same. And you're getting Carrasco that has cancer.
Right.
Who knows if he's gonna have the strength and the endurance to pitch what he has pitched.
And
You have no idea. So you're gonna tell me you're gonna trade a young top 3 pitcher in the MLB because you're like, I like my young rookies here. Your fucking young rookies, beside a few, have never panned out.
Well, I think the way they're looking
Like
at
it's like you stupid. Like, you know what? Trade Plesac. If you think Plesac and all them are like something, use them to trade pieces.
I think they're
Put
looking
your,
at
put
it
your
as
face in there. It's like, look, we know they're gonna be good.
Bauer is their best opportunity to get another bat. That's what they're looking at it, an impact bat.
Bauer's gonna trade as long as Cleveland is winning, and is in title contention. I really believe Bauer will sign 1-1 for Cleveland for the next
That's
10 years.
very possible.
He doesn't seem like he does. You gotta think about it. If it was about the money, he would have been gone somewhere. All right. If it was about the money, he could have been gone. All right.
But he's never said he wanted to leave Cleveland. He just said he's going to protect himself by signing these 1-1
And
deals.
he's not just protecting himself. He's protecting Cleveland.
Right.
Because, like I said multiple times, if he signs a 5-year, $150 million contract to Cleveland, he gets hurt, he tears his rotator cuff, or whatever, in the middle of next year, and $80 million or $90 million, that $100 million of that's guaranteed, or however all of it's guaranteed, or whatever. We're paying this dude and he's injured.
Right.
He's 1-on-1. Okay, we paid him. We got half a year. He got hurt. Guess what? We don't have to pay him next year. We can if he's doesn't come back solid, we don't have to make an offer. Bye. He's not helping just himself. He's helping us too. So show him the goddamn respect, and use this. Take advantage of these 1-on-1s.
Yeah.
What player is going to give you a 1-on-1? Yeah, he protected himself because he's not locking himself. He's
very
not,
rare especially in baseball.
He's not locking himself down like an idiot. He has big contracts, like these 10-year, $300 million contracts. That people are getting, like, he's screwing himself. To be honest with you, he's not protecting himself too much. He gets hurt, he's not getting paid no more.
Matt said that Carrasco will be a setup man at best, in his opinion.
That's probably all he's going to be worth.
I mean, he may come back and pitch out of the bullpen. He might be better suited with his condition if he's not.
Because who knows if his stamina, endurance with these treatments and stuff.
In my opinion, you can't count on him the rest of the season.
No, and then you can't count on Kluber to come back.
It's the other thing too, Danny Salazar. You're going to count on a guy who hasn't pitched since 2017.
And who was garbage when he did pitch in 2017.
Yeah.
Like,
he hasn't been good for 3-4 years.
Yeah, I mean, he was good at one point, but he's not good.
Oh, he had lightning stuff at one. I mean, he looked like he was going to be a stud at one point before all the injuries.
Yeah, I mean, I like the thought of what we know Salazar can do, to have if we can get a 3/4 of Carrasco, both those as like mid relievers, 2-3 inning guys.
Well,
that's solid.
There's also the potential
solid.
too. If you do trade Bauer, you get a bat. You could also get another viable starting pitcher back in the deal as well. So I'm just saying.
If we're giving up our number one.
Oh, don't get me wrong. They better be asking. They better be getting a shit ton.
If we're giving up our number one, we need hitters like Hunter Renfroe and 3-4 prospects, top tier prospects.
Oh yeah, they better be asking.
Because we've not. I don't want to get some has been.
Right.
Oh yeah, this dude used to bat
No, they're looking for a young.
We're gonna trade Detroit Bauer for for Cabrera.
They're looking for a young, controllable bat who can help them this year and for the next 3-4 years at least. They don't want a guy who's only going to be around for 1 or 2 years. They want a young guy who's under control, who's ready to help now and into the future. Because that's what Chernoff said. They're not looking at just this year. If they do make
I
a move, they're
understand they're not
looking for
looking for
guys.
this year, but guess what? You have to do shit this year to get to next year.
It's
If you
it's
move
the
your
reality.
if you move your pieces and your best pieces this year, and you don't get shit in return, you don't have a next year.
I know.
There is no next year.
I'm just saying that's the reality of this organization.
This front office, you know what this shit's reminding me of?
What's that?
Browns via 1999 to like 2017. All right, making dumb decisions. They're bringing in has-beens and like we're gonna get fucking pitchers that are gonna be like the Trent Dilfers and the Jeff Garcias of court. You know, of the like it's
Matt said if Bauer signed a 2-year, $55 million contract with a third-year mutual option, all this trade talk would not exist.
yeah, no team would want to pick it up,
Right.
or he wouldn't be as desirable because what he can do for you on this friendly contract for this, you know, with no strings attached after this year, is very, very shiny to these GMs. Like, look, we can get a bullpen in here, a number one arm, get us to the World Series, win us a series, hopefully, and then, you know, we'll see what we can do after that. But if
Right.
nothing, guess what? We got ourselves a ring.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. Especially, I mean, you still got 2 weeks before the deadline. I mean, they could be within a game or tied for first place at that point.
we could be in first place
Yeah, they could.
By
in all
mid-next-
reality, with our looking at the schedules of both teams,
by end of next week. We could be in first place, hands down,
very possible.
hands down. I have no doubt.
If they keep playing the way they're playing, they should win the majority of the next games in the next couple of weeks, and they're up 2-0 by the way.
For the Indians.
Yep.
Oh,
Bottom of the fourth.
who's pitching?
Clevenger,
All right.
Bauer tomorrow.
But no,
So
they need they need to sign. They need to trade for Mancini. I'm telling you right now, this is the
I would
this
love
is
that.
the piece, the resistance that Cleveland needs to get over the hump. Because he would. I just think he'd be the bat you'd plug into like your 6th, 7th spot. You know.
He'd probably be the cleanup hitter in this lineup. Right now, Kipnis is hitting cleanup. They don't have a legit cleanup. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, you
in all reality, you would think Santana would be batting there. He's your top home run hitter right now. Top.
Well, we probably would but you want to spread it out. So
But he likes him in the 3-hole.
I never liked because that's why Jose Ramirez last year was
Well,
in the
that's
3-hole.
that's Jose Ramirez. You brought his name up. He finally starting to hit like he has in the past. These last 2-3
Yeah,
weeks.
Lindor probably lit a fire on his ass. He's like, look, dude, what the fuck?
Right.
Like I said, he's starting to come up. He's up like 22%.
Yeah, he's not trying to pull
20
everything. He's
average
taking
points.
the ball the opposite field.
He's battling too because he used to have such great plate discipline.
Yeah.
Remember those that was like a 17 pitch plate. You know, then he drove in like a game-winning double or something like that, or tying double against the Astros last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had such great plate discipline. This year, I don't know what happened. He just swinging at fucking everything.
Like I said, it started early August last season, and just continued on into this season, first couple months. But if he can continue to hit like this the rest of the year, I mean, that'll be a big boost for him.
Yeah, it will.
Because he's part of the reason they've struggled. I mean, the record is what it is. I mean, you got your big guy, especially when Lindor is out.
Yeah.
That's what they were saying on the Underwood and Manning last night, that they think early on the pressure of him feeling he had to carry the team with so many guys out kind of got to him, and he was trying way too much. To do too much.
I can see it. I can see that.
And the lineup is definitely better.
But
than
on the other hand, you're a professional baseball player.
Yeah.
Pick up your panties, get to the plate, and hit the fucking ball.
Right.
All right. Sorry, pressure, dude. You're paid millions of fucking dollars. Hit the goddamn ball. I'm sorry. But anyways,
So
see the free agency shit, right? You see all the NFL free, not free agency, NFL.
yeah.
The franchise deadline came and gone.
See, Falcons made some moves.
Falcons re-signed long-term Grady Jarrett,
Grady Garrett.
and then Deion Jones, which I think was huge for them because Deion Jones is so underrated linebacker, so underrated in my opinion. Like nobody talk about when you talk about like top linebackers in the NFL, you think of Kuechly, you think of Wagner, you think of KJ Wright, You think of those players, but
Yeah.
no one ever mentions like the Deion Joneses. Deion Jones missed most of the season last year. Look how garbage their defense was.
Right.
But the year before that, Atlanta's defense was pretty stout when they had those. Went to the Super Bowl. You know, I mean, they were a legit team. He's coming back. He's healthy. He's returning. They locked him up for 4 years, $57 million. Smart move. He is super underrated, and he's gonna be a star in the next year or two. I guarantee it. Like his name's gonna be like in that conversation of best linebackers in the NFL, without a doubt. Smart move by the Falcons.
So what do you make of these trade rumors that Browns being interested in Jadeveon Clowney?
Browns are interested in
I'm like,
everybody.
where the hell are you gonna play him?
Well, you play him across.
You got Garrett and Vernon.
Vernon would be depth. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm guessing.
Or you would trade Vernon for Garrett. Like for Vernon's on 2 more years, 3 more years, or something like that.
Yeah.
You'd use him out. If I was the Browns GM, I would use him and the picks to acquire Clowney and then try to re-sign Clowney.
Yeah.
Because you got the money. Because the only reason I'm telling you right now, this is the only reason the Houston Texans have not locked him up long term is because they cannot offer him more money than J.J. Watt. You cannot. You know how much big of a fucking shitstorm that would be?
Oh, yeah.
There's a 3-time defensive player of the year.
Yeah.
You're going to offer this dude on his... he's still on his rookie contract. His first contract. You tell me he's going to be making more than a 3-time defensive player of the year? That's going to... Boom. It's going to throw so many fucking shit... It's going to be... No.
Yeah,
and that's why there's such hesitation right now for the money. Clowney deserves a huge contract.
Right.
It just sucks that J.J. Watt got his contract a few years ago before all this money was, all these contracts grew and, raised the bar.
Yeah.
It's part of the game, but you can't, when J.J. Watt is literally, he is the Houston Texans. He will always be the Houston Texans.
Right.
You can't disrespect him, even though it's a business, by offering this guy his first contract being more money, because he's nowhere near as productive as J.J. Watt is.
Right.
I don't care who,
No.
Clowney's good. Don't get me wrong. Clowney's a beast. He's great. But he's not J.J. Watt. And even though J.J. Watt's not what J.J. Watt was, there's still a respect issue there. I think you can't overpay him. That's why I think they're like, all right, we'll see what we can do, blah, blah, blah. And I really think he won't be on the Texans next year. And they'll try to get some picks for him, to replace him. And therefore, the Browns, with Oliver Vernon and a pick, like Oliver Vernon and like a second and a third, that might look like high to you guys. That might sound a lot, or Cleveland giving up a lot. Oh, I'll give up a second or give up a third and a Vernon for Clowney. Who would you rather have, Clowney or Vernon?
Clowney, but I don't know if I want to give a second-round pick with him.
You're going to have to give up a little bit. Because Houston's going to get...
I don't think they're going to get him.
Houston's going to ask for first-rounders. Like, that's what they're going to ask for. They're going to want like 2 first-rounders for Clowney. That's going to be the asking price off the bat. So, if you can give up Vernon, who's a solid defensive end, a second and a third-round pick, right? So you keep your first-rounders. You get Clowney. Now you have the cap space. Garrett's on his rookie contract, so you don't have to worry about disrespecting Myles Garrett, because guess what? When he comes due, he's going to be making more than Clowney. Yeah. And then Clowney's going to be on his way out.
Yeah.
So it's all going to work out. It's going to be. You're going to tell me you have the opportunity to go have a second round, because you're not in the second and third round. You're not going to find a talent like Clowney. It's not happening. I don't care what you say. I don't care. Cleveland needs to stop hoarding picks for what ifs. Right? I understand. Like they're nailing them now, but you now don't have to accumulate so much draft capital, because you have a solid foundation now in Cleveland. Now it's a time where you add these key pieces.
I just think. Don't get me wrong. I'd love to have Ed Clowney, but I just think we need to focus on what we have and worry about building the chemistry with what we have.
Well, before you even start building the chemistry, add another fucking piece.
I just don't think there's a need for it.
There's 3 positions in the NFL. You pay the quarterback, you pay to protect the quarterback, and you pay to get the quarterback. If you're telling me you have 2 of the top 10 defensive ends in the NFL on your team go after quarterback, you are set. Especially if you be able to re-sign Clowney, then get him out Myles Garrett for the next 4 or 5 years.
We do have 2 of the top 10.
No, you don't.
Vernon's top 10.
Borderline. Okay,
when healthy.
Fine, 2 of the top 5 then. Top 5. You don't have that now. And when healthy, that's the key aspect right there. If he's healthy,
I think it's a pipe dream, but
it's
I
not
just,
a pipe dream. I
thought it was interesting.
It's not that far shot because Houston does not want to ruffle feathers with JJ Watt because he is that franchise.
Right.
It's just happening. Like, so if Houston can come away with another solid edge rusher and two early round picks, I think they look at it as a win, and they can turn those picks if they want to move up and try to grab the next guy if they see fit. Both teams win. Cleveland now has probably the best pass rush duo in the NFL because they're top 3, top 4 right now, maybe top 5.
Yeah.
They would have number 1. I don't care who you couldn't pick another duo. Garrett and Clowney, there's no one better. There's not gonna be a better pass rush duo.
Right.
Like, if you can tell me no quarterback's gonna be saved.
So speaking of guys that are probably going to get traded, you see Duke Johnson hire Drew Rosenhaus as his agent.
Fuck, throw him in that package. Get rid of him.
Yeah.
Bring Clowney in. Vernon him in a 2nd round pick.
They need to do what they can to get rid of him. 'Cause I can just see him being.
It's gonna be cancer. It's gonna be a headache. It's like, and I said that shit
They
before.
don't need that.
I'm pretty sure I said that. Like, you gotta send him off before training camp because he's already made it known that he wants out, and once he's not getting respected or listened to, he's gonna get the little hissy fits. Because every single ML or NFL player, MLB player, NBA player, all they are is prima donnas.
Yeah.
If they don't get their way, if they don't get paid, they throw a hissy fit until somebody makes, like Antonio Brown. He threw a fucking hissy fit and they let him go. And now he's on a new team. Le'Veon Bell threw a hissy fit, didn't play, now he's on a new team. Like, the only upside is Duke Johnson don't have that pull.
Right.
So, I mean, trade him. I'm telling you, you need to get him.
Oh, there it is.
So him, Vernon, a 2nd round pick, and go bring in Clowney, and pair Clowney with Garrett. Cleveland's going 13-3. I'll put money on it.
So we put out another kind of fun Twitter poll regarding Baker Mayfield. How many passing yards he'll have this season with all his new weapons? The winning vote was 4,000 to 5,000, 48%. 34% said 3,000 to 4,000. 13% said over 5,000, and then 4% said 2 to 3,000.
I'm sorry, they're not gonna go over 5,000.
Then there were a few comments, like the odds being between 3,000 and 40,000. Should be a 10,000 yard option.
Oh, people, man, I hate Cleveland fans.
And somebody said, "Ask me in January." So that was just kind of a fun one.
Yeah, I messed up. I was gonna vote for 3 to 4, but I accidentally clicked on 2 to 3, and I was like, well, can't change that shit.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh well, shit happens.
So you were part of the 4%.
I
You were probably the whole 4%.
One vote.
So did you see former Brown Desmond Harrison? What happened to him today?
Did you expect anything else? The dude's in trouble here. Like,
yeah, well, there was a reason they cut him. I mean, he showed a lot of promise, but he was a arrest warrant was issued for assault on a female.
Choking some bitch out.
Strangulation.
She probably got the sandwich.
Don't worry,
wrong.
he'll be playing this year.
They always do.
So that was a little.
He probably asked for like a turkey sandwich, and bitch brought him bologna, and he got pissed.
So do you put anything into? There was a lot of whining today. The Madden ratings came out, and
No.
people are whining about the Browns players being too low.
One, it's a fucking video game.
Right.
Two, the one reason this is right now that Madden 20 ratings should not be taken serious is because DeAndre Hopkins is a 99 overall. He is not the number 1 receiver in the NFL. I'm sorry. He's top 5. He's not the number 1 receiver in the NFL. So that's false off the bat. And then they have Lamar Jackson rated higher than Mitchell Trubisky. Are you?
Yeah, that's.
the,
They're high.
Are you stupid? Like, I think, like, Kyler Murray's, like, rated, like, a 71 or something like that, I thought.
The Browns had 3 guys 90 or above.
When you said people were bitching about the Browns getting bad ratings.
Yeah, Odell had a 96, Myles Garrett 91, and Kareem Hunt 90. Those were their 3 90s or above.
I don't see any wrong with that. Like, what do you expect all of them to be 99s? The whole Brown team? Is it an all Madden team?
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't get why people were bitching about it. But just something to bitch about, apparently.
It's because of Cleveland fans, man.
Yeah.
They can't bitch about moves on the team because the team actually did some smart shit. So now they're like, let's go after EA Sports. Fuck it. Fuck it, but.
All right, let me hit up the sponsors real quick.
Don't forget the one that Dave wanted you to talk about.
Yeah, we got a new one. First of all, we got Detroit Auto Parts, who's the official sponsor of Redline Radio. 2 convenient locations, east side at 216-531-7373 and the west side at 216-398-7373. Mention Redline Radio and get 10% off your purchase. We got Wiggins Construction. Check them out for all your home improvement needs. Call William at 440-731-4654. Graver Machine Tool, the hotline sponsor of Redline. Call them today for all your powder coating and machining needs at 440-322-3685. We've got Lubrication Supply. Call Kevin or Jim at 330-813-2305. Always Green Landscaping. Sean at 330-487-0582. Cater Printing, who does all of our shirts and hats at Redline. You check them out for all your quality screen printing needs, everything from basic polos and t-shirts to high performance products and corporate apparel. Check out their website at www.caterprinting.com and let Amy hook you up today. And then we got Honor Fighting Championship. We got their big event coming up August 24th, Fight Night at Nautica 2 from Nautica Pavilion in Cleveland. I believe tickets are just about sold out for that, but you can go on their website and check it out at www.honorfightingchampionship.com. And then our new sponsor just joined Redline family today, K&M Towing. They're on 13011 Bel Air Avenue in Cleveland. You can call James or Tom at 216-252-2229. I didn't forget. I'm getting there. Our sponsor, Wagner Landscaping. Get it pulled up here. You can reach Michelle at 330-524-5415 for all your landscaping needs. Alright, so...
Hold up. I want you to know right now that by Cleveland.com, they did the Big Ten preseason poll, and they have Ohio State in our East Division as number 2.
Really? Who do they have ahead?
Michigan.
Michigan? Really?
They have a lot of faith in this quarterback. Shea Patterson.
Shea Patterson, yeah.
He is garbage. I do not think he's that good.
I didn't hear what it was, but I guess he was talking some shit about Justin Fields.
Yeah, he was supposed to have a Twitter burner account. You hear all that shit too?
Yeah.
Like he was supposed to use he thought he was using his burner account, but he used his actual one. It's big, so you guys should go find it. It's fucking hilarious. He's a fucking douchebag.
I can't wait for that.
Like just not because he's Michigan. He's a fucking he's a dick.
Yeah,
they lost half their defense too. Like Winovich, Gary, like a linebacker. They lost a lot of solid defensive players, and they think the Michigan's like we didn't lose like that much. Right. I mean, we still have number 1 rated defensive end in the country right now.
Yeah.
I mean, but yeah, we're number 2. I can't wait for us to fucking beat their ass again.
Yeah, that's just around the corner a couple weeks ago.
West is Nebraska. They have Michigan for the East, Michigan, Ohio State, Michigan State, Penn State, Indiana. They have Michigan State over Penn State.
Really?
Michigan State has been on a downward slide lately. Indiana, Maryland, and Rutgers. And then they have for the West, Nebraska, Iowa, Wisconsin, Northwestern, Purdue, Minnesota, Illinois.
That's interesting.
It is.
I don't agree with it, but whatever.
Yeah.
That's their opinion. They get paid to make those decisions.
It's not good one. They shouldn't get paid at all, because that's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever read. But...
So J.R. Smith is now officially gone from the
God,
Cavaliers.
dude, that's such a headache. I'm so over, trade him, don't trade him, no one wants him, cut him, don't... Just get him the fuck out of Cleveland, dude. He was good at one point, or he was serviceable, and, we could count on him for a little shit, and then once he fucking did that whole shit in the finals, his ass should have been fucking cut right then. They're I'll bench the rest of the game, and then just fucking, as the season's over, bye.
I said that on Twitter earlier this week. I said, as much as I want to remember JR for the championship and what he did in Game 7, and what he did leading to that block by LeBron on Iguodala, when he made him change directions on his layup, I want to remember all that, but the lasting memory of JR is not knowing the clock in Game 1 of the finals.
So you wrote down here your best and worst memory of J.R. Smith.
Yeah.
Bass is probably shirtless in the parade.
Yeah, that was good too.
Him drinking that bottle, and then Wirtz is obviously not knowing what the hell's going on in the game. Like,
Yeah.
and the great meme he created with LeBron James going,
yeah.
it's classic. It's almost as classic as the crying Jordan.
And
But
everybody said, "Oh, if he gets cut, he's going to the Lakers." As soon as he
Lakers
got
is
cut,
an unwilling
Yeah,
participant.
Wojnarowski came out right away and said, "Lakers are not an option for J.R. Smith."
No.
LeBron doesn't want that headache anymore.
No. Nope.
So with them releasing
But
J.R.
them releasing JR, like, so this is, like, hear me out, like, there's a lot of trade talk right now about DeRozan being moved. I kind of want to see him come to Cleveland.
They won't do it.
I know they won't do it, but I want to see, like, I think that'd be a huge veteran leadership in a guard position for the young ones we have, right? We could probably get him for a late round pick and, like, an expiring contract
Cap
and, like,
relief.
Tristan. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if they're looking. I doubt it. I think they're pretty.
Oh, I don't think Cleveland's
Set up.
not in that. They're not in the market now to do
No.
something, because that's like a contender type move. You know,
Yeah.
if you're a contender, you're gonna do that. Like I can see Oklahoma trying to maybe make that trade because with all the picks they just got, bring in DeRozan, you know, and see what him and Chris Paul and maybe Steve Adams can do, because that looks like that Chris Paul isn't being cut or waived.
Yeah, well, nobody wants that contract.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah. So
I mean, he'll probably end up playing out at least until the trade deadline with Oklahoma City, but I still at that point don't see anybody take it.
there's nobody who's gonna take that contract on the trade.
Right. I can't believe there weren't better deals out there for Westbrook than what they pulled off.
They had a pretty good deal there.
Well, they got two first round picks
And 2 pick swaps.
But Paul's contract.
Yeah, 2 first rounders, 2 pick swaps, and Chris Paul. I mean,
Yeah, that's a big anchor. I mean, they're not going to win this year. They're obviously
no, but it still
rebuilding.
keeps you in a playoff spot, I think.
I don't know. I don't think so. They lost a lot.
I mean, they lost.
I mean, they picked up Gallinari, and I like that young point guard, that Alexander.
You
that
still
they
got
got from the
Stevens,
Clippers,
you
too.
still got
Yeah, they
Adams.
still have Adams. They might sneak in an 8th spot.
I'm not saying they're high. They're going to be low. 8,
Oh, yeah.
or they're going to be right there at 8, maybe 7, depending on if something happens, you know. But they're not going to go deep either, but they could still be considered. Because of the power shift in the West, dude, it's duos now. There's no one dominant team.
No.
So and injuries right now, and any injury to any of those teams derails the whole fucking thing.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. Like they can sneak in and be an AC, but
So with them releasing JR, they're now $22 million over the cap, but $2.85 million under the
Livingston,
luxury tax, which they
that
haven't been under in I don't know how many years.
yeah, they can make a vet min now. And
Yeah, because I think that the top vet min contract is like 2.2 or 2.4 million, so they'd still be under the cap.
they'd be under the luxury
Or
tax, not the
under
cap.
the tax, correct? Under the tax.
But
which is a
I wonder if
big-
Livingston would take a vet min.
But supposedly, I put down here the guy they're looking at is a former
Bender.
top 10 pick, Dragan Bender, who played the last couple years with the Suns.
He's 21. He's a free agent. Still nobody signed him. That has to be an issue. Like what is
Well,
wrong with him?
I mean, he didn't live up to expectations with Phoenix.
So why go?
But the fact that he's only 21 years old.
If Cleveland's in a rebuilding mode, don't bring in a project. That's not.
Well, that's what they're looking for. They're looking for young guys that they can possibly.
I get that, but I'd rather bring in, or at least attempt to go after Livingston, like I'm saying, for that mentor role, because he's not gonna cost you an arm and leg. He was cut. If he's not signed yet, he's gonna take whatever he can to play
From what I heard, they've got 2 open roster spots. They're going to leave one open going into the season.
for trades.
The other one, they're looking at a young developmental player.
Don't bend it like that. I think it's dumb. I think you bring in
They said that
literally.
Raptors are.
So who do you
interested
have right now on this roster to mentor Garland and Sexton?
in
Delhi.
Yeah.
Delhi. Maybe defensively, he's not going to tell you how to score in the NBA.
Right.
He's not a scorer. Livingston has been a scorer before. Like he was a scorer. He can he's an off the ball type scorer, but he can score. And he's also, I think he's a better mentor, more rounded mentor for like that's what you guys got to do. If you're in a rebuilding mode, dude, you need to add pieces that are going to help you mentor your young pieces to make them better.
Well,
Don't bring in other projects and like just hopefully this fucking shit works out.
The interesting part, like last year with Sexton, he had George Hill mentoring him.
George Hill's fine. Like, I have no problem with
Well,
that.
I mean, you seen what happened once they traded Hill, and Sexton
Took
killed
over
it the second half. Averaged, 22, 23 points a game the second half.
Yeah. See, all you're doing is proving my point.
Right.
You're just proving my point. You need to bring in some, literally...
I mean, they may end up signing a veteran, who knows?
Yeah, but like
I don't know.
Like, I understand, like, this Bender dude, like, I get it, like, that 7'1" power forward dude, that's a big body dude down low, I get it. But if he hasn't cut it yet, and you're in a rebuilding mode, don't waste the rebuild on projects. Let's develop, since that's what rebuilding is, developing...
Speaking of projects, did you see who Houston signed earlier this week? Or no, I think it was the end of last week. Anthony Bennett.
Did they? Yes. Yeah, I saw that. I did read that.
Well, they don't have money to sign free agents, so they're looking
scraping the barrel.
Vet min guys now. But yeah, I don't know if he'll make the team or not, but that was interesting.
Yeah.
So then there's a lot of debate about Kevin Love. Do you trade him now? Or do you wait until the deadline? I think that's. I mean, you're kind of.
You want Kevin Love to prove that he's healthy.
Well, he's got to stay healthy. That's the thing.
Prove that he's healthy.
And other teams want to see him healthy.
And he has to prove his worth.
There's teams that want him, but they want to see him.
Yes.
Play and
you might be able to move him before the deadline, but it's gonna be like because when's the deadline?
February, beginning of February.
Yeah, season starts in October, right?
Yeah.
So by November, December, you can have him moved. You can have him moved before Christmas.
Yeah, you hope you play him big minutes. Hope he stays healthy. Puts up, his
26 points.
Yeah,
he averaged 25 points a game.
Yeah, his
8
double
boards double 8 to 10 boards, and you can get a decent return out of him.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But right now, you're any team's gambling on is he Kevin Love of old? Is it a new Kevin Love?
The trade deadline is going to be huge for them this year with all those. They're going to be looking to move a lot of those expiring contracts for.
Yeah, well, we had expiring contracts this year too that we never fucking moved.
Yeah, but this year is different. I mean, they have like $70 million in expirings coming off the cap.
Yeah. Kevin Love we have to wait. He has to prove I'm totally with the owners. They want to prove that he's healthy and prove that he's still a top 30 player, top 25 player in the NBA.
Right.
I mean, there's a lot of things.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with what they're doing right now. They're doing things the right way. Finally getting under the luxury tax, and then Dan Gilbert will spend again when the time's right, and go back over the tax. There's just no. It's stupid to do it.
Garland's a top in the NBA 2K19 or 2K20. Sorry, he's the top. He's number 5 in highest rookie grades.
That kid's gonna be a stud. I can't wait to see him play.
We'll see, because right now your opinion on rookies or minor league players is kind of flawed.
That was one.
That's kind of flawed, Kevin.
You can't judge a guy the first time up.
Why? Because you were wrong? So you're trying to
no,
trying to cover that up?
Nope, he'll be fine. Give him time. So we haven't really turned it into a segment yet, but the last couple weeks, towards the end of the show, Mike's kind of gone on rants, and I think some people have enjoyed it. So
I'm here for them.
We're thinking of making it a segment at the end of the show called "What Grinds Mike's Gears." So, Mike, what grinds your gears this week? I know you got a couple things out there. You had a request. I know.
I got two. All
right.
I'm gonna go with the one that's gonna take the less time. People and their pets. All right. Don't get me wrong, I love my dog. All right.
I do.
I have a cat too. I tolerate that bitch. All right. It's more my wife's pet. But if I take them out, I don't act like they're my children.
Right.
So when I'm walking around the store and I see a female with a fucking stroller that has a fucking dog in it, why? No, I don't know. I'm seriously.
I can't
I
answer
seriously
that.
want to know.
It's not something
why.
I would do.
Is it because you can't have kids?
Maybe,
So you're
maybe.
gonna turn this into your? Is it a Furby?
That's their kid. A lot of people's
That's
animals
bullshit.
are
It's
their
not
kids.
a fur. No, that's not a kid. It's a fucking pet.
I understand
don't care
that.
what it is. It's a pet. Another thing is when you bring in your fucking pets into Walmart, and it says on the fucking door, service animals only. All right. There's training that goes into a service animal. You can't just bring in whatever fucking pet you want and say service animal. Like I'm not gonna walk into a fishbowl with Goldie say it's my service. It's my emotional support animal.
Yeah.
Well, fuck you. All
There's
right.
people that would.
No, so quit bringing your fucking bougie ass pets in a stroller, all right, to Walmart, all right, because you look like a fucking douchebag, all right. One, and then ferrets. Don't bring ferrets into Walmart in a fucking poodle carrier, okay? No, why are you bringing ferrets?
So I'm assuming this is all stuff you've seen.
This is stuff I've seen, yes, firsthand, all on the same fucking day. There's no need to bring a fucking ferret into Walmart. Because if that bitch gets out, it's gone. You ain't catching that little rat.
No.
I'm sorry. And if you tell me that's your fucking emotional support animal or a service animal, I swear on everything, I will drop kick you so hard that you will forget you had that ferret, alright? Because that's bullshit. I have people and I have friends that have service animals and they're for legit reasons. Those dogs go through massive training.
Right.
Massive amount of training. And then they're government certified, and there's paperwork. You don't just go on fucking eBay, buy a fucking vest that says emotional support animal, slap it on a fucking chicken, and say, I need to board this plane. It doesn't work that fucking way, alright? That's bullshit. So that's one thing that grinds my fucking gears.
There you go, Matt. Hope you enjoyed it.
Another thing is, how do we have 500,000 fucking idiots in this country that want to storm Area 51?
Oh, yeah. Good luck.
Have you ever heard of fucking machine guns?
Yeah.
Like, someone said, we won't shoot our people. No, bitch, we will shoot our
It'd be
people.
the last time they
The
storm
Civil
anything.
fucking War. We shot each other then, and now you're trying to tell me this is like... And someone I was arguing with somebody, they're like, well, we need to know what's there. No, the fuck you don't need to know what's
Who
there.
cares?
It's literally national security, alright? It's a high classified... It's a top secret, high security testing ground for military weapons and future whatever. Alright? So you don't need to know because it's a fucking national security. If the wrong Tweedledee and Tweedledum go in there and see some shit and then post some shit on fucking YouTube or Twitter because that's what America fucking does, and they're glued to like a video camera, I got you a camera. That's all we do anymore. We just fucking record. We don't fucking live. We just record other people's shit. Right? Have your own life. We just record everybody else's fucking life. Alright? So when you're literally gonna go in there, you're gonna storm fucking Area 51. One of the most secure fucking locations in the world. Good fucking luck. This is that whole, here's your sign shit. There's literally gonna be thousands of signs as they pass and then machine gun fire. You ever heard of a fucking Warthog? The A-10 Warthog?
Yeah.
Yeah, that will happen. I'm telling you right now, there'll be attack choppers because they're gonna see a herd of people. They're like, yeah, no, fuck guards. We're bringing in fucking planes. They're gonna defend that shit, and it literally says people will be shot. I mean, so fuck. Good luck.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you gonna go in there? Alien, go find the truth is out there. And all these celebrities, Area 51, here I come. Get the fuck out of here for your fake ass publicity. All right, Chuck Norris, fucking The Rock, fucking who's the fucking Neil Patrick Harris? Like, there's all these people saying, "Well, I'll be there." No, the fuck you won't.
They won't be there.
No, goddamn, you won't be there.
Right.
Because you have smart people working for you that said, "Hey, don't go there.
Yeah.
You could die."
Right.
Everybody else is like, the people that are going there are like the fucking morons. Because they legit said they're going to, like, Naruto run or whatever that is. So that's when they literally put their arms behind their back like this and they run. It's like fucking Dragon Ball Z shit. So they can run faster than the bullets. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, this isn't even sports related. This is just the world we live in. That people think that they can take cartoon shit and bring it into real life and it's gonna work. Like, I can't stand. Like, what the fuck is wrong with people in this country? Like, let's storm Area 51 because that's smart. Why don't we make an event on? Because it all started from an event on Facebook. How about let's make an event on Facebook? Like, let's clean up our beaches. Let's help the homeless. Let's get 500,000 fucking people to do that shit. Put your fucking time, because apparently you have all the time in the world that you can just sit there and fucking run through the deserts of Nevada.
Right.
But you go clean up the fucking streets of Detroit or the inner cities, or help fix the water problem in Flint, or I don't know, build fucking houses for homeless people. Do something. Clean the fucking dirty ass beaches in America. All those people putting all this fucking shit together. This is more positive shit than storming a fucking top secret military installation. But you know what? If you want to get shot in the fucking face by a 50 cal,
more power.
have
to
fun.
Yeah. Population
You're fucking
control.
retarded. It's gonna be population control because they're all gonna fucking die. And then I'm going to erect. I swear to God, I will fly after shit happened. I get the death cloud. I'm gonna erect a fucking monument right outside the sign that says, this is where the border is. That says, "Here died 500 fucking idiots because they wanted to see what was on the other side of the fucking wall." I'm gonna erect that monument out of fucking something. I don't know, probably like. I'm probably gonna do that Tide Pods because this is probably the outcome of them all eating fucking Tide Pods.
Could be.
I'm telling you, this is exactly what it's from. It's from fucking eating Tide Pods.
So what the hell was with the video you posted about the people with the cow heads on in Walmart? I didn't get that.
So apparently they're protesting fucking dairy, right? And if you listen to the stupid bitch on the fucking microphone, they had their kids there too. That's what pissed me off too. They had their fucking children, young children there, fucking who's supposed to drink fucking milk,
right,
to help them grow. So if you're not giving them milk, you're fucking malnutrition. They can't live off of almond milk and soy milk. Look at vegans; they're sickly looking, right? They don't look healthy. I'm sorry.
No.
And especially with a kid, the kid needs calcium to fortify their bones. So if you're not giving them calcium, unless you're giving them a supplement or some other version of it, you suck at fucking parenting. All right, you should not have kids. That's besides.
All right.
They literally were protesting because at birth the babies are taken from the mommy cows and put into cages so they can produce milk. Well, no fucking shit. Where the fuck do you think your meat comes from? They're taking it from their family. They're not just fucking letting them roam around.
Right.
It's literally a business. Suck it up. You don't like it, don't fucking eat it. But don't fucking come to fucking somewhere I'm gonna shop, block the fucking dairy cooler with your fucking cow head and signs that says, "How would you feel if you take it from your kid?" Well, humans aren't taken for fucking milk, or meat, so we don't have to worry about that. So your signs are fucking retarded in the first place.
Yeah,
it's just stupid.
You know what? I didn't know
I'm
what
about to protest fucking salad bars because you know what? I read somewhere that that smell, that fresh cut grass smell that's actually the grass is distress call. So every time we fucking cut grass or eat lettuce, we're killing fucking plants. So how are we're just as bad as fucking people that eat meat. So, but the cows you're protecting, you're eating their food source, assholes. Like, they eat grass and you're fucking eating grass, you're taking away from their food source. Way to be dicks. I'm just saying. Like, fuck all you guys. I hate this country. I love this country and I hate the people. I love this country. I hate 87% of the people that live in this country.
The new generation.
Yes. If you literally don't know that it's bad to eat a fucking Tide Pod, dude, my kid's gonna be smart. Watch, I'm telling you right now, my kid's gonna beat up those kids.
I hope so.
And I'm for it. My wife's gonna try to I don't know, pussify my kid, and I'm gonna have to step it up and be like, look, no, you beat up the kids that she wants you to be like.
So the Tribe's up 2-1, bottom of the 6th. Your boy Mercado is driven in both runs.
Yeah, because I'm right and you're wrong. I have better talent eyes than you do.
I didn't say anything bad about Mercado.
No, but you said great things about Bobby Bradley.
Yet to come. How about Mike Freeman?
Yeah, where did he come from?
289. He's got another hit. 1 for 2. He's playing short. He's a journeyman, but shit. He's hitting the ball. I'd rather play him at second than Kipnis right now.
If it wasn't for Kipnis' god-awful contract,
Yeah, eventually he'll be out of that. I think he's still got another year to go or something like that.
Yeah, we might be able to get rid of him sooner, though. We just cut his ass and eat it.
I would. But Tito.
But
Tito's loyal. He's loyal to his vets.
So lesson of the day. Don't bring pets in strollers or cart. Don't storm top secret facilities. And drink lots and lots of milk. And fuck anybody that says you're killing, cows because they taste delicious. Because I'm not giving up a burger or a steak. I love salad. I love vegetables. Don't get me wrong. But
I had a T-bone steak Tuesday, and I had a burger yesterday.
I had beef stir fry last 2 nights. Because I bought this big ass package of stir fry meat, and it's just me and my wife.
Yeah.
So I can't eat it all in one sitting. So I just made it half and half. So I've had stir fry last 2 nights. And then I have beef flavored ramen.
Yeah.
For lunch. I mean, that don't really count. But...
I bought brisket burgers.
Oh, yeah?
Good.
Are they good?
Very good, very good.
That's good.
Very tasty.
That sounds good.
It's good,
I'm making
good
grilled.
stuff.
I'm making chicken tomorrow. That's going to be fun. So that's what we're going to call this segment then?
Yeah,
What grinds
Mike's gears? Let's make it a...
Isn't that... I'm pretty
thing.
sure that's already taken. Isn't that already taken...
Peter Griffin. Yeah.
Was that where it's from?
Yeah, that's where it's from.
Okay.
Yeah,
So I'll make sure
the
we're
new
not fucking
segment.
like jumping on somebody's
No.
shit and we're not gonna like get a fucking letter in the mail saying
No, we're good.
cease and desist.
Unless you get a letter from the creators of Family Guy.
I doubt they really listen to a fucking
Yeah,
Podunk
I doubt
podcast
it.
from Ohio, but
We had a lot of listeners today, though.
Yeah, there's like
We had,
I saw 5.
We had like 12 or 13 on at one point.
Really? No shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck happened? Why'd you stop watching?
They gave up on us too.
Pussies.
Troy was on for a little. I don't know if he's still. I wish. See, it doesn't tell you. You can't tell who's on. It just shows when they join, but you can't tell when they leave, and
Hey,
it shows you the total.
hey, who's still watching?
There's
Whoever's
3
still
of us. There's
watching,
3 people watching right now.
because you're watching.
That's I'm one. Yeah.
So you don't do that, because that's false hope. Whoever's watching, comment so I can thank you, and if I can make fun of everybody else that's
The
not
last
there.
2 to join are Glenn Lane, who's the OCW general manager, and Rich from my bowling team.
I know who Rich is. Don't
Rich
explain who Rich is.
Rich Bibb.
Bib. Bibbidi boppity boop. Today on News Channel 5,
All right, we're done.
American citizens.
It's gonna be hot this weekend.
Dude, it's like 95.
We got a OCW event Saturday. They moved the time back from
Hey,
7
guess
to
what?
8.
I don't work on Saturday, but guess what I'm doing?
What are you doing?
Not that.
Not
I'm sorry.
too
I'm
hot.
no, it's not that. Yeah, I don't like to eat. I'm fat, dude. I sweat. I sweat eating ice cream. Okay, that's fucking. You shouldn't sweat eating ice cream. But I'm not a wrestling guy. All right.
I know.
I support the Land Sports or the fucking Redline Radio or whatever entity you want to say is doing it over there, but I don't do wrestling. So that's all you guys.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Plus, I watched some of the interviews that Paulie did, and like,
Well, it's not WWE, but
oh fuck.
he does a good job with the interviews.
Oh no, it's not.
He's got his own little
it's,
segment.
It's not him. It's how like these wrestlers. Like I understand it's amateur right now,
Yeah.
but it's like real amateur.
Well, you gotta play the part.
Yeah, they're not good actors.
No.
I think they need hardcore work on that. Hey, we got
They're
4.
getting better.
Who's on? I need to know who's watching. Comment your name.
No, yeah, nobody. Only Matt's the only one who commented.
Yeah, you guys are lame. How come you guys don't talk to us? All right.
Yeah,
I need to-
apologize. We couldn't get on.
I need
Twitter.
more people to talk to. Like, I can't just talk to him all fucking day. Give me shit to rant about. You got anything you want me to talk about? I'll throw it out there. Like, fuck it. Let's do it. Who's watching my
Hey,
podcast?
there's 4 on now. Somebody
That's what I
else
just
did.
said. I'm trying to find out who's on here.
It didn't show me though.
Please write your name down. Sad face.
Oh well.
You know what? Whatever. I don't know.
You better be on next week. We're done.
You want to end the show?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, it's 9:04.
Hell yeah. I'm going to go back upstairs and have another drink. Because I drink on the show. Maybe that's why my rants are good.
Maybe.
I should just keep myself fucking drunk.
All right, guys. Next week. See you.